Today, we have the Elantra in the shop again. By now, I believe you guys know that we have the London Calling car project, and that is why our shop has been such a freaking mess. Devin's getting some extra content today for us. So that's why the shop has been such a freaking mess, and why we've been coming in that door, because the car has been sitting here and it's been trying to be kept a secret. I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but you didn't know what it was or something. So today we have the Elantra in. We have 6 elements, titanium axle back. We would like to do the full catback at some point, but today should be kind of a good benchmark for what the axle back sounds like compared to the full mid pipe. So, got it on the lift, and gonna get her up in the air, and go get it done. Here it is.
There it is.
It is finished. This is the 6 element. I'm just kidding. This thing's pretty uggos. Can't wait to get this thing off.
First step, unplug this doodaddy doodad dad
So
daddy.
this is the valve. It is a valved exhaust, so we will have to replace all that hardware. So
At least it's not rusty.
that's nice. So we're gonna unplug the cord from here, and then
This is about to be so stupid easy. It's 2 hangers and 2 bolts.
okay. So these 2 bolts are 17 millimeters. We're taking those off, and then we will start taking them off each hanger. There's one right here. There's one right here, and then there's one right here. So 3 hangers total, and then you make sure you unplug this from the valve. Is right here. Just pop the top off.
So 19.
It's a 19 millimeter, not a 17.
Let me put these somewhere for right now. Cool.
We recommend an exhaust hanger tool from JD Customs. If you're friends with the owner, he'll give you one and after you break his.
That's a liable. You can get those at O'Reilly's or pretty much anywhere. Yeah, pretty much that deal. That's it.
Easy peasy. That's it. 2 bolts, 19 millimeters, and 3 hangers. And that's off. You want to make sure that you're using nitrile gloves whenever you're handling titanium. Your fingerprints can get on this and then like burn the oil and then on your fingers, and those fingerprints stay there forever.
That'll become permanent.
Yes. So we're just going to do one little piece at a time. It comes with new bolts, but you're just going to use the same nuts. Working like a pro. PV Blaster, use it. These are harder to get back in than they are to take out. So, if you didn't know, there's a setting on these so that you can get just like a tiny little drop. Or work it like a pro. Washers go on the nut side. We're gonna leave this loosey-goosey for now until we get the whole thing bolted up, and then we can make sure the fitment's perfect before we tighten everything down. All right, so like I said, this is a valve exhaust, so we do need to move all of that OEM hardware over to the new exhaust. These are 3 8mm bolts. All right, that is transferred. You just gotta need an 8mm wrench, 8mm socket. Transfer all the nuts, washers, bolts. Don't get it too tight, but get it tight enough. You decide what that is. And we're gonna put this on. So this is the valve side. We know that this goes on this side because they already come on the exhaust, so they're ready to go. You just slide it on there and tighten that thing.
Yeah.
Although we need to loosen it so it'll slide around. Once again, leaving it loose, but tight enough so that it doesn't fall off.
So this will go
Isn't it?
like this. And then we'll need to zip tie this up here somewhere.
Yeah.
So basically, this little guy he's got in his hand right here replaces that entire muffler section over there. That's
So we're gonna get these
like this.
flush with each other right here.
This looks about where it wants to be.
We're gonna get these looking right before we put the tips on, and the tips should just lay where we want it. We just don't want to scratch up those tips.
So,
Alrighty, it is fully installed. You just want to mess with the fitment and get it as close to perfect as possible. Just look at the depth between the two tips and look at the height. You can put your fingers in there and kind of feel the difference. But you can twist these pipes, you can move the tips back and forth. Whatever you need to do to get that fitment perfect. And then tighten it down with your hand is what I'd recommend here. Until these are shut, basically. It'll kind of stop and you can feel it. Regardless of whether you're using nitro gloves or not, take titanium cleaner. We recommend JD Customs, obviously, and I would wipe all of this down. You don't want these fingerprints to be permanently engraved on the exhaust, which very much will happen. So it's gonna wipe her down, and then we'll get her on the ground and we'll give you some sound clips. Can't wait to hear this thing. This was like, what time is it? This is like a 45-minute install, I think. So this was super easy. So that's it. We're gonna get her onto the ground and we'll get you some sound clips.
This stock exhaust.
Valves closed.
Valves closed.
That sounds like butt cheeks.
Just a little bit. Valves open sounds actually pretty good.
This actually is a really great sounding stock.
Yeah. But we're gonna make it sound better.
Okay. That's so much lower pitch already.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
For it. Straight up roast the tire.
Yeah, I did it already, dude. All right, that's the install. Genuinely super easy. Probably one of the better fitting exhausts that we've had on this channel so far. Super good quality, looks super good. We wanted to burn the tips. You can do that with a blowtorch, but Kayla doesn't want us to, and it's her car, so whatever. She's like, too many colors, but it'd just be purple. Whatever. Sounds incredible. I'm gonna walk away from this creep. Sounds incredible. Super easy install. All we've ever really wanted for this car was like a lower tone. We don't want to sound like a clapped out 4-banger. And it doesn't. It definitely does not. We're so pumped. I can't wait for Kaylee to see it. This car has come such a long way. I cannot wait, and this gets me really excited for the mid-pipe. So we'll do that later as well. Thanks for watching. Comment what you want to see next. 6 Element has more stuff that we'd be happy to put in the car. So let us know what you want to see. Thank you for watching. Peace out.